What is the retesting and regression testing? What is the retesting and the regression testing? The retesting, it is the performed on modified build to check the bugs and resolve or not. Whereas we use the test cases to perform execution on modified build. When we are validating the same functionality with the multiple set of the data is also called the retesting. Regression testing. It is also performed on modified build to find any impact or side effect on existing past functionalities with respect to the modification. Regression testing can be performed partially or fully on application based modification. What is the difference between the sanity and smoke testings? Smoke testing, it is performed on the initial build to check the build is stable or not. Further testing. In this test, we validate the major code functionality with the valid data. Sanity testing. What is the sanity testing? It is also the similar to the smoke test. It is the subset of the regression testing. It is performed on modified build to check the build is stable or not. Note, if the build is unstable, then we suspend the test cases execution and reject the build to the developer. For rejection, the build developers will be released patch files to the testing teams. If the build is unstable, then we suspend the test executions and reject the build to the developers. For the rejected build, developers will release the patch files to the testing teams. What is the load and stress testing? Load testing scalability, verify the application allows the customer expected concurrent users or not. Stress testing, it is the test we use the beyond the load limit to estimate the peak limit of the load on the application. What is the stability testing or usability testings? In this test, we verify the user friendliness of the application to perform the operation to ensure ease of use. There are the factors during the usability test we are facing. Error messages are meaningful or not. Help the document are unstable or not. Functional keys are implemented or not. Combination keys are implemented or not. What is U.A.T testing? User acceptability test. After the system testing, client team perform U.A.T testing. The objective of the U.A.T testing is to confirm the application ready to release or not. Whereas U.A.T is performed based on their business needs also. In U.A.T testing, there are the basically two types of the testing comes. One is alpha testing and another is beta testing. Alpha testing, it is performed at the developer side in the control environment. If any defect identified, those will be the resolved and should be the approved by the clients. Beta testing, after the alpha testing, application will be deployed at the client environment. Beta testing performed at the client side in uncontrolled environments. What is the BVA and ECP techniques? BVA, it means boundary value analysis, And what is a ECP? Equivalence class partitions. BVA, this is the technique to use validate input the condition in terms of the range of the sizes. This technique says there will be three possibilities at each boundaries level to validate possible conditions in this minimum, maximum, and minimum, maximum minus 1, maximum plus 1. In general, there will be high possibilities of the errors in and around the boundaries condition. Those we can identify with the optical test data using boundary value analysis.